I've got an invite for you, Doug Ford. Why don't you come on down to the classroom? Come do a vibe check. We've got a long toileting line. Would love to have you come in and smell and absorb your cuts up close and personal.
That message from a parent whose youngest daughter started senior kindergarten last week with 32 other kids in her class. She and other parents tell us without their trustees, they have no one to turn to with these critical concerns, and they haven't been able to get a hold of the Ford government's appointed school supervisors.
Our public education system is clearly in crisis, and I can't stand by and watch, it be taken apart brick by brick.
Kiera Chan tells us one of those bricks was her elected trustee, a local mother who always returned her calls. So she was a big help to you.
Massive help, yeah. She was frontline, yeah.
But she and the trustees at 5 of Ontario's largest school boards, including the TDSB, no longer have any power, and the education minister has threatened to eliminate trustees in Ontario altogether by the end of the year. Paul Calandra has appointed school supervisors with no background in education to replace them. Have you tried contacting your supervisor?
I have. So I have personally emailed Rohit and Clayton and gotten no response. That was 2 weeks ago. It's incredibly disappointing and annoying.
Who do they answer to? They answer to the Ford government. Trustees answer to the constituents.
The Ontario NDP calling on the Ford government to reverse course, claiming they are silencing locally elected voices.
Frankly, Minister Calandra and Doug Ford don't seem to give a damn about our kids.
But the education minister has argued trustees are taking money away from classrooms and using it for questionable expenses like late-night food orders.
Minister Calandra should focus on getting his own house in order. He doesn't want people talking about that. He wants to talk about one trustee who expensed a milkshake.
What do you think of the public perception of this? I know you keep mentioning this milkshake, but there is really very little public appetite for appears to be wasteful spending.
If a trustee is doing something that you don't like the fact that they expense something, then you get to vote them out in the next election. Right? But you're not going to vote out that supervisor.
When you factor in the number of hours, the meetings they attend, nobody's getting rich being a school board trustee.
For the second day in a row, the education minister's office has been silent, not returning our requests for comment. For City News, I'm Tina Yazdani.